What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Models. And today I have a special type of review by a request that was asked by certain people who found out that I purchased this. I am going to review the Mecha Model Guide for Beginners by Mono Eye Press. Apparently they caught wind that I purchased this from the Kindle store off Amazon, and like all Gundam materials that are out there, or model making material documentation, I'm always happy to see someone's hard work put into place to making us model builders do our work a lot better than what it is. Furthermore, with this type of book, we can pretty much use it as a refresher material, not only for beginners, but also for expert builders like all of us. So, if I remember correctly, I think the price is $8 or $9 off Amazon. The hard copy is a little bit more expensive, so I'll put a link to Amazon site if anybody's interested in ordering this, and you can actually view this on your iPhone or your Android device. For this one I used the Kindle application so I can view this. So it's kind of difficult to look at, especially on this scale. You would have to double click on it just to open up the page. But of course you have the table of contents talking about the various parts, where to go. Here's a nice little picture of all the classic Gundam kits that we all remember from the mid 80s, late 80s, or mid 80s, you could say. The introduction of the manual and what the purpose is, basically the history of Gunpla, you could say. This one's a very good description of all of the classifications of kits that you want to know what they all mean. This one continues on from the previous page. Gunpla history, that's good, always good to know, and pretty much where Gunpla all started. There's a lot of material here that they painfully translated from other materials, from other magazines and books, and it's really cool to see something like this. Then, of course, the next, I guess the next segment, of course, is covering tools. Basically, the equipment and stuff that we need to make our Gundam kits, to make them look great. They cover everything from knives to filing to cutters. Sticky tack is a good comment right there. There's glue, polystyrene cement with different types. How to create alligator clips, skewers, and using foam. Those are techniques that you guys see me use time and time again. And also, it's a good idea to brush up on what type of glues you need, because various glues has various different effects on specific parts. Some glues are great, others will eat through the plastic. They'll cover this in detail, so it's a very good information here. Especially also super glue, you got to be very careful with that. But usually you probably reserve that for resin kits. Paint, this is the most important part. Of course, in the previous previous page, is referring to markers. But paints and the basic thinners is what you need to know and what to begin. How to paint a kit, how the process is. What's the difference between the lacquer-based paint, acrylic-based paint, enamel-based paint? Again, these are things that we go through every day because it's a balancing act of what we want to use on our kits. What brands are perfect for this? Some brands are easy to obtain, while others you may have to spend a little bit more. And for those who really want really want their kits to shine, you would definitely have to pay out of pocket. The various tests that you need to use on your kits, a lot of plastic spoons are perfect for testing, whether you want a nice shiny coat, a dull semi-gloss, or just a flat base. You can pick what kind of a design you want on your kit. Now, the one cool thing is they use examples, and the people who build this, right now I'm going to give a shout out to a gentleman by the name of Robert Davison, who began his work on the Exia. This happens to be, if I'm looking at this correctly, this must be the high grade version, because I can't tell. Oh yeah, it's the high grade Exia that he uses as a reference points on how to build, what kind of knives he used, and filing tools, how to actually cut the parts properly in various degrees, how to give it that unique look to it. These are things that that you would definitely would like to bring the most out of your kit. Panel lining, top coating, especially if you want to give it that dull coat, or if you put a decal on it, you want to top coat it, so you know. And of course, the final results here. Here's comparison between a non-painted kit and a painted and detailed kit. So this is great. I mean, all in all, this is a perfect reference material, especially if you're on the go, if you want to put it on your phone, on your tablet, or if you want to get a more reading material, you know, something to put on your desk or workbench. They also cover other builds like the Phantom Zaku, I think it was Blaze Zaku. I think they did, let's see, what was the next kit? The RX-78-2 Gundam, that happens to be probably the normal high grade. And I think the only 1/100 scale that they use was the Desai Kale Custom. Probably the, is it the 1/100 scale? Let me verify. Doesn't state. But, you know, there's more information here. It's only 70 pages, very, very limited. But you gotta give Mono Eye Publication thumbs up for bringing a great reading material and to taking their time for us model builders who love our craft. Again, perfect reference material. Download it. Pay the $8-9 for it online. Pay the extra for the, you know, we gotta support our Gundam communities, and it's these people who support us to help us make our craft a lot better. So that's my quick review of Mono Eye's press publication of the, and if I can back out so I can, for the Mecha model guide for beginners. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. Take care.